Hello, everybody. Ian Robson. Welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Ian. My coffee's slowly getting colder. It's not cold yet. It's warm, but not hot anymore. Anyways, as the title suggests, Utah. What are your thoughts on Utah so far? Now, to be honest with you, I haven't done a lot in Utah yet. But I do like what I've seen so far. I did one run last night, a little run. It was like Salt Lake City, which I bought the garage remotely, which is something they added not too long ago. And I traveled there, and then I took a little trip from there to. Oh, I need to bring it up now on the map. Let's see if I can bring it up. It's Salt Lake City. Let's see. Google Maps. And we went north to. It was something with an O. Don't see it on the map anymore. Anyways, so we went to like a short little distance north of Salt Lake City to a little place, which is like maybe 100 miles. Wasn't very far. Oak Ridge Golf Club. No, not there. So it wasn't very far from where I was located. So West Point Road. But it was pretty cool to see. Oh, there it is. Ogden. I think that's what it was. Yeah, so went there and checked it out, see what it was like. It was actually quite interesting. I like how when you cross the river, so you got some really nice bridges so far that I've seen. I haven't been to any of the special locations as of yet, but I am jazzed to get out there and try it a little bit. Utah Jazz? No, Utah ATS. Let's see if that comes up. Oh, it does. Perfect. Yeah, so what do they add in this one that they specify in here? Lots of content, of course, 3,500 miles of road, 10 major cities, new quarries and mines, including the largest open excavation in Kennecott copper mines. So some of those are going to be pretty interesting. Expanded oil industries as well, improved agriculture, production chains, country stores, feed mills, famous landmarks as well. 12 well-known truck stops. So there's quite a few things in Utah that they've added. I'd like to see some more. So because they've added some of these updated areas, it would be very cool to see some ownable trailers for the oil industry side of things and some more ownable for the agriculture. Although I think we have the grain wagons, the grain gravity wagons now, or what do you call them? I don't know. Grain hoppers is what they call them in the game. So you got those now, and you got the bulk feed trailer. So that combination gives you a bit more options for the agricultural side of it. But there's no ownables trailers yet for the oil industry, which would be a good rate to see. So I don't know. That'll be very interesting to see what they do there. Now I went back to the old truck I was using before, which was the Peterbilt 389 by Viper. Still can't beat that truck so far. The in-game ones are very well done, but they don't have all the extra options to tweak your truck the way you want it to with LED lights and with all the other stuff on it. So I was using I think it's a 589 before, which was a nice truck, but not nearly as interesting as the 389 by Viper. Just my 2 cents. And I did drive around with the Volvo VNL for a while too, which was a very nice truck on the inside. But still, when it comes to the customization side of things, you don't get as many things in there. So very interesting. Hello, Valegi. I don't know if there's a proper pronunciation for that. That's what I'm going to go with for the time being. So I'm really excited to explore Utah. I really had a great time last time I went through Oregon. So it'll be very cool that hopefully they can recreate some of that interesting landscapes in Utah, which I'm sure they have. Although as far as I understand, there is some more desert in the Utah DLC than there is in, of course, Oregon. So that will be very curious to see how much is in there and whether it's just a small little section or if it's a lot. But it'll be very curious one way or another. So I don't know. I really like ATS is one of those games I always jump into when there's a DLC release and play. I can go to visit all the little different cities in the game and then just kind of do some of the big things and then go from there. So I don't know. When it comes to playing it a lot outside of the release, I don't always because I drive every day. So that makes me feel like as if I'm driving again sort of thing. So I tend not to jump on it a lot. So apparently Utah is the 13th largest state in the United States and is home to 3 million residents. Very cool. It's not very big, I guess, then. I think Ontario, how many people are in Ontario? I think we have 3 million people, maybe in Toronto area. But Utah is, I guess, not the biggest state, but Ontario is probably the most populated province out of all the provinces. Like I think you go to Quebec, it's maybe 1 million or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. These are the new trucks in the game. I haven't got into Utah yet, but I'm traveling to Nevada tomorrow and hope to get to the road to Utah. Nice. Yeah, it'd be cool to see some new trucks in the game. Usually what happens, or usually what I've experienced is like I end up just sticking with the one truck. They released, like when they released the Volvo VNL, I was like, oh, sweet. So I played it for a little bit. And then I went back to what I was using before just because that's what I like to use. So it's kind of the way it works sometimes, at least for me. City Skylines is on sale apparently. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts so far on the Utah DLC. I'll be very curious to see what's going to happen with it. They usually, SCS is very good about tweaking it as time goes along. They'll kind of add some things, take some things away, and they'll improve it. They'll add another section of roads. Like even the latest patch, they did that. They actually, let's see here, in my library, American Truck Sim. So if we go to the latest news, apparently there's a conclusion of the Pink Ribbon event. So they, in the latest update, let's see, they revamped Santa Cruz in Arizona or California, and they revamped Flagstaff, Arizona. California speed limit improvements. Oregon and New Mexico speed limits have general sign improvements. So they even, as the game progresses, they add and change and update some things, which is very nice to see, because that is something that we like to see. I'd like to see updates to a game. Not many games are that, or not many developers are that diligent about updating the game, even past parts of the game as well, which is really good to see. So yeah, very excited about that. Anyways, I think that's it for me for today, folks. My name's Ian Rupp, so I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, enjoy the coffee. Mm-hmm.